Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. What an awesome game. What an awesome game. Why am I saying this was awesome? Because Chelsea have won 3-0 against Barcelona. This is actually the highest score we have beaten Barcelona. 3-0. This is the highest of all. Today it was a game of Yamin Yamal versus Steve Estevao. And Estevao won. Estevao won. And I'm just happy with this game. I'm happy with what we have done because we have done a very good job. So as it stands at the moment, yes, not all teams have played, only half have played, the other half will play tomorrow. So, but as it stands, Chelsea is settled at number 4 with 10 points, and Barcelona have dropped to number 15. Remember, before the start of the game, Barcelona were ahead of Chelsea, but now they are way behind down there. So kudos to the boys today. They have done a very good job. So let me start by the lineup which Moresca went with. And Moresca chose to go with Sanchez on goal, with Cucurella partnered with Chaloba and Fofana and Malo Gusto. In the mid, as I had predicted, he went with Moise Caicedo and Reece James. That one I had predicted that. Then he went with Estevao, Fernandez, and Garnacho. That I had predicted. What I did not predict is Neto starting in front. That one I did not see that coming. But well, it worked. So, and for Barcelona, they went with their number 1 goalkeeper, that's Garcia, and he was partnered with Blame, Kubasi, Araujo, and Kaunde. Then in front of them, they had Fermin Lopez, Gracia, and Frank de Jong. Then Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, and Yamil Yamal doing the attacks. So the game started quite well, and from the first minute on how the game was, we saw Chelsea wanted it more. Yes, there were some few chances which Barcelona got in the first minutes, but Chelsea, the attack, Chelsea were doing looked more of a threat. But in the first, from the minute 1 until 15, the game 15-20th minute, the game was end to end. It was when Chelsea attacked, Barcelona attacked. It was like this. There was no mid in between at that point. Then the waves changed when Chelsea scored their first goal, and which was ruled out as an offside for Enzo Fernandez. Then after that was on the 24th minute. Then on the 27th minute, Chelsea started a very good ball. Started with the ball started from a corner, started a small corner. It just went. The ball went to Cucurella. Then he passed the ball back. Then the ball was passed back to Cucurella, who was on a very good position, just slightly onside, and he managed to cut the ball back in where it met Neto. He smashed the ball, but the ball was blocked by the Barcelona defenders, and mistakenly Kaunde nicked the ball inside. They had blocked the ball, but mistakenly they nicked the ball in, and it was an own goal in favor of Chelsea. Kounde had put us in front. Then after that, we saw the game proceed, and Arujo did get a yellow card for, well, talking too much, and he got a yellow card for dissent. And in around the 40th minute, Malo Gusto decided to hold the player, and he also got a yellow card. Then things changed at the 44th minute, when now Arujo decided to do another useless attack. It was quite unnecessary, but he did the attack on Kukurea. It looked bad, but on VR showing that it showed that it was not a straight red card. So he got his second yellow card and he was out on the 44th minute. Then Chelsea continued to attack. And if I'm not wrong, if I'm not remembering it wrong, Chelsea scored 3 offside goals in the first half alone. So the first half ended 1-0. Then after that, after second half, there were changes which were done immediately, whereby Ferran Torres was subbed for Marcus Rashford to come in, who we barely saw him in the game. And Enzo Moresca decided to remove Malo Gusto, who was already on a yellow card, to avoid him getting a red card, because he was doing some very crazy tackles, and it was a good decision for the manager to remove him half the game, whereby Santos now entered the game. Then on the 52nd minute, Enzo Moresca talked too much and also got his yellow card for dissent. And then Chelsea now started another wave of attack, whereby Rhys James saw an opportunity, saw Estevao, and managed to make a good cross to Estevao, who managed to pass the ball, to smack the ball in between defenders and the goalkeeper, in the goalkeeper's face actually, and scored a very beautiful second goal. And now Chelsea were comfortable. We were starting now to enter the comfort zone, but the game was not done yet. Enzo Moresca decided to sub Garnacho out for Liam Delap. Then Hansi Flick also said that he wanted to do some changes, whereby he removed Lewandowski for Rafinha and Fermin Lopez for Andre Christensen, to bring in a defender to assist in the defense. Then on the 73rd minute, we got another attack, whereby the ball was smacked to Enzo Fernandez, who was slightly onside, and Enzo, being the good man he is, he decided he's not going to smack the ball to the goal, and he cut the ball back to Liam Delap, who smacked the ball in. And it was nice. It was nice. Why am I saying it was nice? Is because Delap got his first Chelsea goal for the season on the grandest stage of them all. That's on Stamford Bridge against a team like Barcelona. He got to open his account. Liam Delap scored his first goal for the season after being injured for a very long time, for almost 3 months, but came back and scored a very, very good goal to make it Chelsea 3. So after that, the game was quite like over, because nothing much was going, even though Chelsea, we continued our thing of scoring on offside. And on the total of the game, till the end, from the first till the end, we scored more than, I think, 4 or 5 goals offside, whereby Enzo Fernandez had his hat trick of offsides, but it was good. What I love about this game is because we needed it more. We showed that we needed it more. And why am I saying this? Is because if you check on the game how we played, you could pick Estevao as man of the match. You could pick Enzo Fernandez as man of the match. You could pick what is his name? Moise Caicedo as man of the match. You could pick Cucurella as man of the match. You could pick James as man of the match. You could also pick Neo as man of the match. So we had more than six players who are competing for the man of the match role because the whole team turned up. The whole team turned up. And that's for me was the best. But I think for me, if I'm going to give anyone man of the match, then I'll give Estevao because he scored a very beautiful goal and he also showed a lot. But that is not making the effort which Neto make, which Fernandez make, the effort for Rhys James, for Caicedo, for Cucurella. It doesn't make them any less because they all contributed. All of these players contributed, and Chelsea were the better team by far. Because I think the only player who maybe would have gotten a better rating in Barcelona than Chelsea players would be probably Yamin Yamal. Yeah. Because even if you check the performance of Delap when Delap came in, he did a lot. Yamin Yamal today was silent because Kukurea decided that if Yamin get the ball past Kukurea, then it meant that Yamin Yamal had to remain behind. Kukurea today was on point, got no yellow card, playing with a player like Yamin Yamal, managed to keep him silent all through the game until he was subbed. And that's why I'm saying that on that position, there is no player better than Kukurea. There is no player better than Kukurea. Because show me a player who has gone past Kukurea. Show me one. Show me one. Even our own Estevao struggled. Even our own Estevao struggled against Kukurea because he is one of the greatest. I know we don't glorify defenders that much, but Kukurea, he's one of the best defenders we have in the world. Not only in Chelsea, not only in England, but in the world. Because he has gone multiple times against the best players and he managed to keep them shut. He managed to keep them shut. Now, on Sunday, he'll do that the same to Saka or Madueke or whoever will be playing in that position for Arsenal. He'll keep them shut. He'll keep them shut the whole damn game. That one I can guarantee you can take it to the bank because that one is a spoiler. And now all I can say is congrats to Chelsea. Chelsea have done a good job. Chelsea have done a marvelous job. And I appreciate this is a game whereby I said it was going to be close. Yes, probably if Barcelona did not get the red card, it could have been a close game. But from the beginning to how the game was played, Chelsea had more better chance to score because even by the time Araujo was getting his yellow card, Chelsea had already scored one goal and around three offsides, which were really minute. They were really minute, microscopic, but an offside is an offside, so we won't complain much. But I say Chelsea were the better team. Chelsea were the most likely to win. So now we have to wait to see what other teams uh, are doing. When we check on today, let me just go on the lineup on the teams we play today. Ajax played via Benfica, and Benfica won 2-0. Galatasaray played against Real Union, who won 1-0. Galatasaray managed to get themselves a red card. Bodo Glimt played versus Juventus, and Juventus won 3-2. Chelsea plays versus Barcelona, and Chelsea won 3-1. Borussia Dortmund played via Villarreal, and the score ended 4-0 in favor of Borussia Dortmund. Manchester City at Etihad played with Bayern Leverkusen, and Bayern Leverkusen got all the 3 points with a 2-0 scoreline. And we had Marseille versus Newcastle, where Marseille won 2-1. Then after that, we had Napoli versus Quarterback, whereby Napoli won 2-0. Then there was a draw of Slavia Prague versus Athletic Bilbao, which ended on a goalless score. So for this, what it means, Bayern remains at top with 12 points because they have not lost in a game, together with Arsenal and Inter Milan. They have not yet played, but they won all their games, so they are settled in the first top three. Then after that, we have Dortmund on the fourth position, then Chelsea and Manchester City following with 10 points. Then after that, the teams with 9 points, we have PSG, we have Newcastle, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Galatasaray. Those have 9 points. Then after that, we have the likes of Tottenham and Bayern Leverkusen with 8 points. Then Sporting Lisbon, Barcelona, Quarterback, Atalanta, Napoli with 7 points. Then down below we have Marseille with 6 points, together with Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Real Union. All of those have 6 points. Then with 5 points we have PSV, Monaco, and Pafos. Then after that we have teams with 4 points. We have Club Brugge, Frankfurt, Atletico Bilbao. Then with 3 points, for the first time for Benfica to win, and they have managed to get themselves 3 points together with Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague has gone 3 points, but for them their 3 points comes from 3 draws out of the 5 games. So then with 2 points we have Bodo Glimt and Olympiacos. Then teams with 1 point we have FC Copenhagen, we have Villarreal, and Kairat Almaty. Then after that, with 0 point, of course, is none other than Ajax. So that ends the list of the player and how the table looks. So tomorrow we'll follow up, see how Arsenal versus Bayern will end, because that one is the game for me. I'm personally focusing on that. That's the game I'm going to watch, because that's where real competition is meant to be for tomorrow's game. That's the main competition, and we'll wait and see who does what, where, and why. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the analysis and which team we need to discuss. Let's discuss them down below on the comment section. Anyway, guys, don't forget to leave a comment, and cheers. Cheers, guys.